In the next video, we're going to start talking about types of memory. Before we do that, I actually want to talk about the importance of essentially knowing about your learning or studying your own learning process, or basically thinking about learning. This is a process called metacognition. What metacognition is a self-evaluating dialogue. It goes on inside your head as you're learning, and it is you essentially saying, oh, I'm good at this, I'm not good at this, and saying, where can I improve and what am I doing wrong at different points in time. Metacognition during learning is linked with more successful, more effective learning sessions. So what's really interesting is that all experts seem to use metacognition on some level. What a chess player stepping in the shoes of his opponent, you've got a computer programmer talking out loud. The fascinating thing about metacognition is you are essentially controlling the learning process of your brain. You're helping your brain to learn in a specific way. It's all very zen in a certain way. What you're actually doing is directing the flow of your brain, choosing the path you want your brain to go down, because you're strengthening certain neuron connections consciously and pruning others. So by metacognition, you're directing the flow of your brain. Okay, so here's now 4 suggestions on ways to improve your metacognition when you're working in a skill that you haven't developed that level of expertise yet. First one is to keep a diary of your learning. Diaries are really useful because you are essentially reflecting upon what you learned. And if you don't have anything interesting to say about what you learned, then you probably didn't learn anything that's really sticking with you. So this is improving your learning because you're looking at the content, finding what's interesting, what's not, and you're metacogniting. All right, second suggestion is use some sort of interesting visual or entertaining trick for you. Like, for example, I'm a gamer and I use the trick of like progress bars. In my head I see like experience bars in the screen. A third suggestion is to test yourself in some practical or important way. Getting out there and immersing yourself in the language is really testing yourself. It's making you evaluate yourself and say, I'm good at this part, I'm not good at this part, and ultimately, again, metacognition. And fourth and final idea is talk to other people. Talk to other students or other people who are interested in learning. And also visit inzania.com